Happy Sunday afternoon all. This is Darth Ravage 07. Come to you today with another quick review. I'm blowing the dust off of this old Titans Return 2016 Sixshot because I got another really equally awesome figure in. Before we get into that, make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Got in this from Cho Store. Thanks again for them sending it across the pond. I got in Newage number 74 Cho. It's their version rendition of Sixshot. And sometime in the near future, Magic Square's supposed to have their version, but it looks like Newage got in their guy first. We're going to take a quick look at that, and box art very reminiscent of the G1, the Japanese version. This is just really, really awesome. Can't wait to get the other version in. It's the toy version deco. I think this is the show accurate deco, and then they have got a great shot coming that is actually a Transformers Victory version. Like I said, guys, this is good time to be G1 and a Transformers fan. So what all does Newage Cho come with? He comes with a set right and left hands. I call them spirit fingers, spirit hands. These are not on a sprue. They look meticulously designed and look really, really freaking awesome. He also comes with a reference to one of the Transformer Japanese Headmaster episodes, a hand that can hold a wine glass. So there that is. I'll get it in robot mode, just show it off for prosperity. You do get his full-length instruction booklets, and if you know Newage, you know that these can be pretty easy and fun of the recent stuff, but then like it can be more involved, and as we keep opening this up, it just gets more and more involved looking for all 6 modes. Yeah, so there's side A and side B. So you got, like, per the G1 commercial, he was a jet, a rocket car, a tank, a wing wolf, a laser pistol, and the 6th mode was his robot mode, as you can see it inside of its masterpiece plastic prison. We're going to break this out. It looks absolutely glorious with this QC path there on his left forearm as you acclimate things around and you dual wield his pistols. Sixshot looks absolutely amazing, feels great in hand. This robot mode is awesome, but it's missing a couple of Decepticon symbols, and I'm going to do it just like I saw in G1 cartoon. The G1 toy commercial, that, yeah. So there he is, guys. I never owned that original G1. He was actually my first Sixshot, and then I got Quick Shot, and it's supposed to be his son according to some stuff I saw there on Chris Feely's stuff. And if you haven't watched that, go check that out right now, and then come back and watch my review. And yeah, this guy is awesome. He's a ninja. He has honor, dark past, depending on what timeline you're in. But this robot mode in the Newage line rocks. Quick robot mode comparison shows that this Hasbro Titans Return 2016 release was actually more like the toy deco here, and then this new guy is based on the United animation version here. So that's just kind of what I was trying to get straight there, guys. But this is what I've got on hand and stuff, and you have to, I guarantee you, Super Robot Ed has got this guy's United form, and it looks awesome. I ended up going to double dip and splurge and buy it because Sixshot is awesome, and that was my first version of Sixshot. This is my second version ever of Sixshot. Let's focus back on this guy. Getting those hands is just about as frustrating as all those planes flying in over from Charlotte back over my house, back out to the Asheville airport. That flight path is right over my house today, so you'll hear that on and off again. But yeah, I don't drink personally, but this guy obviously did, because getting those hands in led him to drinking and stuff. The drinking hand actually not so much, but this hand, the spirit hands, you definitely have to be some sort of robot ninja to get those onto those pegs, because there's a pivot there built into the hands themselves, and then there's another pivot on the peg. And yeah, it was just really holding your mouth funny to get that in there just like so there. But we will go through that articulation next, guys, as it is a banger of a figure. So what we got here, you got going back this far, and I guess you could do the push-up position if you decided to, and they rotate all the way around there with that hand, and then you can switch them back out and do the fisticuffs if you desire. And those fisticuffs was not that hard or whatnot. So you do get like these little pieces right here in the front. You can move those forward to get all the way around on the elbow there. Everything twists due to transformation and that kind of thing, and you'll flop stuff around. You can get all the way out to the side there almost. No, full Mr. T gets knocked into the head. You do get your upper bicep swivel. You get a double pinned. See, this is where this just totally knocks it out of the park when it's Newage. They get it all down. These wheels are pinned and just rolls really super good and smooth. And just wow. And I think even this bottom section below the elbow does rotation due to the transformation. So like a ninja that he is, he gets all the articulation there, because you do get the up on the head ball and around and all the way around through there. You get some attitude, some look down. Like I said, look way up and do those flight modes as you see fit. So you can spread those wings out and have him flying through the air there, and we will get him into those transformations here in a minute. We're going to raise this back up real quick here. You get all the way around the waist, which is a staple of Newage's stuff, except for like in the small bots. You get ab crunch. So incredibly impressive, guys, and I imagine there's more stuff there just beyond the scenes, more than meets the eye definitely with this guy. You do get up this far in that pose there. You do get back that far. You do get the full van damage and sort of the T. That is still an impressive spread for this awesome robotic ninja. The legs, you do get all the way around at the upper thigh there. You do get I was going to say a double pin to part this joint right here, guys, but you do get at least the 90 degrees there at the knee. And then you move on down the leg there. You get your ankle rockers, some toe down due to the transformation, and you know, all the good stuff and things that you like in a transformer. And so with all that said and done, I'm going to follow along with the instruction booklet, and we're going to go into that first mode. Always, folks, when you're handling your upside down submarine, you know, make sure to take great care when you're handling it. But you know, this is his, in the instructions, it is his laser G mode. So that's how it looks in the book, verbatim and stuff. And I'm just going to do this for my own personal good right here. I'm going to flip those tires around just like so. I don't mind the tank treads already showing out there in unison and stuff, and I guess that's what we're getting ready to evolve it to, is the tank mode next. And this thing looks really, really awesome. You can do some pew-pewage as you see fit. Do so responsibly. I mean, I don't think this looks remotely real, but always handled your laser G modes, you know, with such great respect. And it just simply tabs into this one piece that you pop up, so don't also go and scraping that up. That's why I said upside down submarine mode. Next up is his tank mode. Note, you can take off the pew-pews off of those tabs there, but I didn't have this totally correctly configured, so I do believe I've got it way better now per the instructions, as it looks like this versus the way I did have it. So there's that little tidbit. Now let's get him into tank mode. I'm really not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but this is mode 2, is tank mode, just like you see there on the box. I got it right there per the instructions, and this one's a far stretch for me as we get a quick 360 around the butt bend there, and we got the life imitating box already imitating life pose there. And then so now we're going to convert this guy over into his winged wolf mode. And per this instructions right here, guys, we've got Sixshot in his wolf mode, and I have to say I like the way they have it on the box just a touch better. The pew-pews, these things are turned around, and the tank treads are tucked up just like you see there on the box. And I'll just bring this in for closer prosperity. So I did the same thing there, and you can see how that turns and works out. You got this all locking into place cleverly. That was the front waist. This is his butt or back. Anyway, I called it his butt because he looked a couple of butt cheeks, but then his waist becomes his butt. And then he's got some crazy articulation there. He's got, you know, his forepaws can do that. You got all those other joints there. I did it like a wolf, you know, kind of get that whole thing going on there. The back, it kind of falls apart because you get some back and forth there, and it's just out the side, and not much of a tiltage due to, you know, just the way it transforms. No tail that I can see of, just his butt, and you can have his wings do that way right there. And you can do it with guns, without guns. This thing keeps coming up, and you do get a little bit of gappiness there. But the other thing I like to do is just have him sit here, articulate and open up mouth and howl at the moon. And the impressive thing is that he does get some articulation there, so they did think about doing that kind of stuff there. Beautiful red paint in the eyes. Nice wolf mode, not perfect but nice, and another one of the modes. So we've done 1, 2, 3. I imagine we're going 4 and finish with 5. So let's get back into those instructions. Other mode, they keep saying back to this step right here, so we're going to get it back over there. Get your reference in prosperity and some clarity. This is the go back to mode for changing between the beast and any of the other modes there. You get this configuration, then it'll walk you in the instructions right into that. But with time and play, you're going to learn where all this stuff goes, because it is really engineered that good, guys. And here is Sixshot in his awesome vehicle mode, his rocket car mode, according to the G1 commercial. Here's you a little bit of a spin around. I guess that's the rocket car alt mode you can have, where you're doing backwards. You can go with those, yeah, so rocket car. Anyway, all that looks good. He rolls really, really well, considering all the, you know, ambidextrous and the what is it, the fold-up thing. I can't think of the fold-up thing. I'll post it in post, but yeah, this thing crumples in on itself and gets into a vehicle mode, and we got Ryder barking in the background. That is a beastie looking vehicle rolling at you like right there. So we only got one more mode left there, guys. We got to get the jet mode going on, and it's not going to be a far stretch to get it from this mode here. A couple of tricky steps, but love that you can just do what you want to do with this and have all kinds of different play. And that was the appeal of the G1 version. It had the set of instructions that was sealed, and it's like, hey, try to get it in as many, you know, transformations as possible. Good luck with that, especially if you ever do this with the Newage. That's a game you don't want to play, guys. That's a dish best left cold and off to the side. I wouldn't recommend it. Newage stuff can be quite over-engineered, but this one has to be over-engineered, and it does it better than the G1 stuff and even the Titan's Return stuff. Let me go ahead and get this guy over into his jet mode. Fun thing I want to do, just because I love this, you can get your flying car mode like right here by simply extending these wings back like this. And he looks like some sort of souped up super doom buggy flying Cybertronian. However you want to do it, guys. I mean, that looks pretty freaking sweet too. Alright, now we're going to get it on into that jet mode. Quick, I gotta say, this just looks even better to me. So there's your flying car mode of doom, if you so will, please. We're in his final alt mode, the jet mode, number 5. If you're going, you know, from the robot into the, yeah, this is 5th mode or the 6th mode. Anyway, I call the 6th mode this robot mode, and we'll get back to that for the final thoughts. But I mean, this guy is absolutely stellar. Like I said, once again, the paint work is very, very good. The engineering is great. The only thing I wish is that these things would lock into place there. But I like having them upright like that right there. And I do have one other alternate configuration where back here, actually, I don't even get it like the box. Green is the life imitating box art, imitating life pose there. As you can see, the wheels are on the outsides on the box right here, and that's how it does it. But I just like tucking those back around the other way. And there's one other final configuration I like to do just to make it even more streamlined. Off of this thing right here, I do like this. Get the wheels simply like that, and then I take and simply, well, I'm not going to get able to do it now because I get them down like this, get the tank treads up, and then just move this stuff back here like this. I think that just cleans it up so much better. Kind of gives you some thruster vectoring things. I mean, this whole thing is about imagination and play, and I absolutely love it about this guy. Cho absolutely rocks. And or you can flip it over, fold up those bottom wings, and you can have a Doomslayer or however you want to see fit. This guy can totally hover now. The play features on this is through the roof, and I absolutely love it. Looks like it's getting ready to come a storm here, so let me go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to go back over here and pop these back up again. And now we're going to take one more final look and fly out. Definitely a better Cybertronian jet mode with it all cleaned up like that. Now we're going to get this guy into some final thoughts. Some final thoughts on Cho, also known as Sixshot. This guy is incredible. I've had such an awesome time transforming this guy, putting him through his paces, learning all the ins and outs, how things need to fold for each of the modes. The engineering on this is crazy awesome. I like the way things do reveal itself, tab in different ways for all the different modes and stuff. And the whole thing, like I said earlier, like with the original G1, was challenging yourself not to look at that instruction sheet. I highly advise against doing that with this guy. And with time and play, I mean, you'll probably find some more neat little things. You saw that a little bit with the jet mode there when I was outside a little while ago. Mother Nature struck again. Didn't get to finish this beautiful piece outside in the evening ambience, the fall in the mountains here in western North Carolina. But if you get a chance to pick this up, don't hesitate. I'm getting ready to go back into Show Z, and if it allows me to pay the difference for the Toy Deco version, I'm going to jump all over it. This thing is awesome. I've already got great shot locked in, and that was thanks to my good friend Jimmy G. And I'm looking forward to the Magic Square one coming out. Newage absolutely crushed this one, guys. Just simply awesome. So now you can do that Headmaster's fight between Ultra Magnus and him now, and I'm not going to do it and take any more of your time, but catch up on some of those dubs that they got the subtitles you can read in English, and I would like to see a series just focus on that stuff, but updated animation and figures aplenty and stuff. I mean, Hasbro is doing all right, but then these third parties are like crushing it. Thanks again for watching my channel. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching, and that's going to do it for Sixshot. Y'all have an excellent week out there. Stay safe until all are one, guys.